We are living in a time where the physical and digital worlds aren't just meeting, they are actively colliding at breathtaking speed. The architecture of the Internet of Things, or IoT, isn't some far off futuristic concept anymore. Right now, as we're going through this, over 9 billion things are already connected globally. And that number? Well, it's rapidly scaling to an astonishing 20 billion in the near future. We are truly setting the stage for a hyper-connected world where everyday objects are in constant conversation. Just take a second to wrap your head around the sheer scale of that number. 20 billion connected devices. We are moving so far beyond those basic smart home setups. Things like your Wi-Fi thermostat or a smart speaker. We're now scaling up into massive, incredibly complex industrial ecosystems. This isn't just about personal convenience anymore. It's about fundamentally reshaping how the entire world operates on a global scale. So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with the IoT revolution, distinguish consumer from industrial IoT, and then explore the architecture and protocols. Finally, we'll look at real-world applications and wrap up with the 5G and security frontier. Okay, Section 1, the IoT revolution, connecting the physical world. By definition, the Internet of Things describes physical objects embedded with sensors, processing ability, and software that connect and exchange data. But here's a really fascinating twist from our source material. The word Internet in IoT, it's actually a bit of a misnomer. Most of these devices don't even need to be connected to the public internet at all. They really just need to be on a local network and be individually addressable to do their jobs effectively. Moving on to Section 2, consumer versus industrial IoT. From convenience to critical ops. The stakes and technologies between these two categories are night and day. Consumer IoT is focused heavily on personal convenience and privacy. Think smart homes, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. Industrial IoT, or IIoT, on the other hand, involves critical infrastructure. It uses highly specialized protocols focused on predictive maintenance and absolute operational continuity. Look at it this way. If a smart speaker drops its connection, it's just a minor annoyance. But if a vibration sensor fails on an industrial motor in a massive manufacturing plant, that could cause catastrophic and incredibly expensive production interruptions. Which really brings us to this powerful reality. Because industrial IoT integrates with heavy operational technologies, like the digital brains and control networks running factory floors, the stakes move way beyond just data privacy. They move directly into physical safety and economic stability. A disruption here isn't a dropped Wi-Fi signal while you're streaming a song. It's a literal safety risk for workers on the ground. All right, Section 3. The architecture of IoT, under the hood. To really understand this, think of the 4 basic building blocks of IoT exactly like the human body. The sensors act as our physical senses, gathering raw environmental data. The processors are like the brain, taking that raw data, giving it intelligence, and extracting value. The gateways serve as our nervous system, routing was processed information safely. And finally, the applications represent the final actions or decisions we make based on all that gathered data. Looking a bit closer, we often see a layered architecture. Data flows in a very logical path. It starts at the bottom, perception layer, which detects those environmental signals, moves up through the network layer, and finally gets formatted and utilized at the top application or service layer. It's an incredibly structured, logical pathway. Now, when large enterprises scale these concepts up, they use frameworks like the 7-level reference model. It brilliantly shows how you move raw data from physical edge devices, like a security camera or a temperature probe, up through connectivity, edge computing, data storage, and abstraction, all the way up to complex business collaboration at the enterprise center. This is literally how a simple temperature reading transforms into a global supply chain decision. Let's dive into Section 4. Protocols, the language of IoT. A completely crucial protocol here is MQTT. Invented back in 1999 specifically for the oil and gas industry, it's a lightweight publish-subscribe messaging system. The absolute key here is its broker model. This broker buffers data, which is vital for lossy, unreliable networks. It means your field sensors and your central applications don't even have to be online at the exact same time to communicate successfully. The broker just holds onto the message until the receiver is ready for it. And, different environments demand totally different protocols. It's kind of an alphabet soup. For instance, Zigbee is perfectly tailored for a mesh network in a green smart home, efficiently routing data from one smart bulb to the next. Meanwhile, 6LoWAN PAN works absolute magic by squeezing complex web addresses into tiny, low-power data packets for edge sensors. Then you've got Bluetooth LE for short-range wearables and CoAP providing a lightweight, web-like protocol for constrained devices. Section 5. Real-world applications. IoT across industries. The real-world applications we're seeing today are incredibly diverse. In manufacturing, AI-powered IoT is literally predicting equipment failures before they even happen. Over in agriculture, sensors are monitoring soil moisture to save massive amounts of water while simultaneously increasing crop quality. In healthcare, wearables track heart rates and glucose for better, real-time remote patient care. It is totally transforming how these industries operate day to day. Let's walk through a specific sequence together, like smart video surveillance. First, a basic sensor detects motion and triggers the system. Then, the processor refines that raw data, specifically to figure out, hey, is this a human? Next, the gateway routes an alert to the owners. And finally, the application securely records the event. It's a perfect, seamless flow from edge sensing to final application. Now, what you really should take away from this might actually surprise you. The single largest application of IoT isn't your smart refrigerator or that fitness watch on your wrist. It's commercial asset tracking. It accounts for a massive 22% of the total IoT market. We are talking about the real-time tracking of millions of logistics trailers and shipping containers moving globally every single day. And finally, Section 6, the 5G and security frontier. As our reliance on these billions of connected devices continues to grow, our older networks are really starting to struggle under the weight, which naturally leads us to ask this critical question. How exactly does 5G technology change the game for IoT? Well, 5G is a massive leap forward. And no, it isn't just about getting faster download speeds on your smartphone. 5G drops latency down to mere milliseconds, which is absolutely critical for instant machinery response in a factory setting or, say, in an autonomous vehicle. Plus, and I find this fascinating, it actually improves energy efficiency because it transfers data so incredibly fast, battery-operated remote sensors spend way less time actively transmitting, which significantly saves their battery life. However, there is always a catch, right? The main challenge of 5G integrating with IoT is security. With billions of new, lightning-fast connections coming online, the attack surface for hackers grows exponentially. Ensuring data privacy, access control, and proper device authentication across such a massive scale becomes incredibly complex. To mitigate these massive risks, especially in critical infrastructure, industries must absolutely deploy a robust, layered defense strategy. We're talking about encrypted communications, strict digital device authentication, so a rogue sensor can't just casually join the network segmentation to contain potential breaches, restricting access based on user roles, and continuous 24/7 security monitoring. You simply cannot cut corners here when real physical safety is on the line. Which brings us to our final takeaway. I'll leave you with this provocative thought. As 5G and AI deeply integrate with tens of billions of new devices all around us, are we building a smarter, more efficient world, or just a more vulnerable one? As we weave these vast digital nervous systems into our physical reality, managing that vulnerability will undoubtedly be the ultimate challenge of the IoT revolution. Thank you for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.